I just want to explain a little bit how we made this little hotbed. It's mega super easy. As you can see, it's made just from pallets. Like it's 4 pallets, and we even didn't shut down the sides of it. Only the front one we put just a massively old piece of plywood in front of it, just to because there was a massive gap in the middle. So that's totally sealed. And then for the rest, it's mega easy to make. You just put a lot of straw in all the crevices on the inside of the pallets, and then you make like a nest. Like I could sit in the middle of it and it felt like proper spring. I was a little bird in the nest. And then you fill that hole in the middle, that nest, you just fill it with layers of horse manure, which we just found in the field. We went with 2 wheelbarrows into the field where there's 3 horses, and we collected 2 wheelbarrows in an hour or so. So that was good. So it's just layers of manure, layers of fresh green stuff, which we just scraped where we had to weed. Like a lot of weeds had come up somewhere, so we just scraped the top weeds stuff off and whacked it in little pieces with the mattock, and that's it. So layers of that. And then layers of dry stuff, which also could be the straw. And we had some really fine stuff that you give to horses. Stephen had used that in his cup floor, and he had some leftover, so we used that as dry material. So that's just the layers that we did there. Yeah, that went really well. And then at the end we poured on top of that a massive tub, this tub, which now is full with seed compost and perlite. But we filled that up entirely with comfrey juice, which we still had standing from last year. So it was pretty diluted by the rain probably, it's just an open barrel. But yeah, there was still a lot of comfrey juice in there, so we poured... Oh, and also biodynamically stirred horse manure with water. So just horse manure with water, and we stirred it with the cement mixer, the one way and then the other way, and one way and then the other way with the cement mixer on the drill, so that you get a lot of air bubbles in this water with manure. It's just like, say, 2 scoops of manure and then just fill the whole thing with water. So it was a very liquidy manure mixture. A drink, like almost a chocolate milkshake or something, but just you want to have the air bubbles in there, because that's then the bacteria have more oxygen to work with. So we poured that whole thing on top of there, and then a few buckets of comfrey juice, and voila! Now we just have to wait and it starts to activate. And when it does, which will probably be in like a day or 2, 3, I think, it really starts to warm up. Then there should be like a lot of heat coming from this thing, and our seeds will be warm for this first stretch of their life, because otherwise it will be too cold. We have still frosty nights, although the sun is finally coming out. But here we go, a little story about the hotbed.